Got enough active weather for you on this early Tuesday morning. Welcome to AIM HQ Early. It's busy here. We start with the severe side of the storm, where we've got nearly 20 million people under the risk. For Jim Cantore out here today, looking at the severe threat. Jim, I think what's most notable about these storms is how fast they are racing to the east.
Yeah, they're hauling, and we're watching stuff move through Dallas this morning.
Yeah.
So that's our biggest concern. Even if we don't get a tornado warning, I think we could easily see 60 miles an hour.
Injuries reported. Of course, Jen will keep you abreast of all of the new information that we have coming in.
I think we'll get new stuff this morning too as we get first light. Anaridis, thank you. The other big story is the flooding concern. So we literally have everything out there weather-wise to deal with. Looking at Memphis, right now roads are dry, but you notice the camera shaking. This wind coming from the south is going to bring in the moisture, and we're going to see the real concern for not just heavy rain, but flooding rain in a good section here of the Mississippi Valley. Right now we've got the rain out there. It's steady at times up through Paducah. Some of the heavier rain certainly coming down with the downpours with these thunderstorms that Cantore was tracking out for you. But the area that we're watching for the risk of flooding today includes parts of East Texas into Arkansas, Louisiana, into Mississippi and West Tennessee, all the way up into central portions of Illinois. This is the area where things are really coming together. This is where we have some of the highest available moisture in the atmosphere. And looking at some of the numbers here, we're looking at the precipitable water, or the amount of water that could rain out, running anywhere from 175% to 200% of average. So it's significant, the amount of moisture to work with. And a reason for that is we've got winds coming from the south at the surface, winds coming from the south at the mid to upper levels as well, right in this area. So a lot of moisture feeding right into this region, and we're going to continue to watch the heavy rain. Things aren't moving as quickly east as they are, say, in portions of Texas. We're going to be in the rain here for a good chunk of time right here across the Mississippi Valley. Add to the fact that we've got the risk of severe weather, and with the convection and with the thunderstorms, we're going to get some big downpours. So we are concerned about getting a lot of rain in a short period of time. That's why the flash flooding concern is right here today in parts of Arkansas. Tonight, the risk for flooding and the risk of thunderstorms moving into the Panhandle.
The Weather Channel.
Good morning, guys, and good morning to you at home. A lot of people taking to Twitter to talk about how they're being waken up this morning by tornado sirens. The Weather Channel has a preliminary count of at least 15 tornadoes from the Texas Panhandle to southwestern Nebraska, a distance of roughly 400.
Weekend. This is a busy travel weekend, right? We are starting Thanksgiving travel, so we'll get you through, hopefully get the storm system through. Today, very busy, and of course, severe weather is going to be a concern right through Texas into Louisiana and Arkansas. Heavy rain and flooding rain at that. Can't rule out, of course, that snow issues that we're going to see today in Colorado, but by tomorrow, we're going to see it mainly just rain all the way up through the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes. It heads to the East Coast. By Thursday, we've got rain up and down the eastern seaboard, all the way down into Florida. West, watching our nest system dive in through the northwest into the central plains. Could be a stripe of snow there. And by the time we get into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, watching an upper level low and some cold air settling in right across the lake. Chicago, big changes coming this week. You go from 60s to 30 for a high temperature with the potential of snow. By Sunday, we will look for the chance of East Coast rain. All right, latest news.
We're just showing everyone video of Dallas in the lower, left-hand corner of the screen. It is pouring there.
Yeah. Heavy rain is going to be a huge travel concern. The snow as well. We'll get that all covered for you.
Let's head out west and talk about the snow and how it's impacting your travel this morning, especially in Denver. We've got Denver International.
See the whole supercell, the lowering wall cloud, as you can see right here. I have a bit of a glare, so it's hard for me to see right in here. And you see the funnel. Anaridis, from this vantage point, it's hard to see if it's on the ground or not.
If it's on the ground. We showed a picture earlier this hour, and Jim pointed out the debris field, so you can notice it. It's kind of cloudy at the bottom.
From this perspective, when the person took the picture, it may not have been touched the ground just yet. There were reports of the Pampa, Texas tornado as estimating a mile wide.
I know, and we're talking about a stretch of severe weather that's 400 miles. Guys, we got millions of people under the threat today.
All right. So
what's interesting? You said the tornado was a mile wide?
There was one estimate of that.
Right. Imagine.
And this storm system, the main game in town, the biggest game in town, but not the only issue. We had flooding yesterday in South Florida, and we're going to see that moisture continue to move in there as well again today. All right. So taking the rain and tracking it for you today, we are looking at scattered showers already moving into West Tennessee, into portions of Western Kentucky, heavy rain in Paducah. This rain on the move is going to be a big deal. We're expecting the risk for severe weather, but also the risk for flooding, and especially right across the Mississippi Valley, Arkansas, West Tennessee, up into Missouri and southern Illinois. We are concerned about too much rain causing flooding. More on this continuing through the morning right here.